Hey y'all, it's Sarah, and today I have a little bit of a miniatures haul video from Daiso that I wanted to share before I put everything away. So I just want to dive right into it and tell you a few things that I found. The first thing is these little guys. They come in a 2-pack. They're actually ceramic. So I picked those up. I already have some of these, but I grabbed some more. You can see how cute and tiny those are. They're also ceramic. I like these because I can actually mix my resin in those and then clean it out with a little rubbing alcohol. So those two things and a couple other things. If you're not familiar with Daiso, it's kind of like a dollar store type place. I think the prices start at $1.25 and go up. And if they're not marked, typically they're at their base price, which is like $1.25, $1.75. I can't remember. But I picked this up, and I've already used these chairs before. I've painted them white. I've got some in my dollhouse, but they've got some cute little other pieces in here, and I'm actually working on something with these two pieces, but you can see there's some little cups, some little plates, a little table that for the scale of my dollhouse fits more like a coffee table. The chairs are a little small. When I used mine, I added some beads to the bottom and then painted it all white, and so it gave me a slightly larger chair, but for $1 and some change, there's a lot of cute pieces in that. Let's see. I found these little guys that are a lot like some of our Miniverse ingredients. Let's see if I can get them all to... They're a little stuck together there, but it looks like there are some apple slices, some orange slices, and some other kind of fruit in there. So I grabbed some of those. The next thing is some magnets. And I'm not sure what the reflection, if you can tell what those are, but they look like the old-fashioned crystal knobs. So I grabbed a pack of those. They come in a 6-pack. Look how cute those are. I grabbed, I'm pretty sure this is like a sushi rolling mat. And they had a couple different styles. I grabbed this one, which is really cute for window treatments. You could also use it as a natural type rug. So there's an example of it as a rug. I actually got it more as a window treatment, but you could use it a couple different ways. Let's see what else I grabbed. Oh! So I picked these up. I don't know if you can see with the reflection, but they're dimensional. And they've got like a shine to them. Let me pull them out of the package. I am going to try these as my kitchen backsplash and see how they work. They're already pre-sticky. Dollar Tree has some stickers relatively similar to this. However, they've got little designs on them. Typically, these are just plain. Maybe you can see they actually have dimension. These would absolutely be cute as flooring as well, like in a dollhouse. Hopefully that'll be pretty cute. I think it will be. The scale was really small, so I thought that would work. They actually do have some miniatures. And this is one that I picked up because one of my dollhouses has a garage. And I have been decorating it to look like a garage because I have a garage husband. I have a mechanic husband that our garage is full of all the tools and the things. And so one of my spaces has been turned into kind of a space dedicated to him. And this is pretty cute. It's got a movable lock to lock it in place. It is adorable. How cute is that? So a fun little step ladder there. Everything, out of everything I got, the most expensive thing, I think all of these, none of them have any other numbers on them. So they were all in that, I think it's $1.75 range. Except for this, and you can see it's got this up here, which means it was a little more expensive, and I think this one came out to $4. And maybe you can see what this is. So this is perfect scale for the size of my doll houses. However, I got to show you this fun thing. So I'm going to take it out really quick. I'm sure I will probably do a video of this thing actually working with water in it. I don't have any water handy to put in this. However, this is a working washing machine. So I don't know if you can see the agitator there inside. You fill this up with water. It's got a little drainage hose to get the water back out. But you fill it up with water. It takes batteries. And you push the button. And it washes things. So I just thought it was adorable. I was not going to get it, and my husband threw it in the car anyway because I was so fascinated with it. I am actually, it's meant to wash your makeup brushes and stuff. You can see that's what they have as an example, your little egg sponges, and there's the instructions there. It's meant for that. I may actually test it for that just to see how well it does, but it's going into one of my laundry rooms. So I also picked up these, and I'm not sure if I can show the size. This is like a normal 12 by 12 flooring stick-on tile. The reason I grabbed this one is a lot of these, usually the scale is a little off for doll houses when you get them in the flooring section of a home improvement store. But the cool thing about this one, I don't know if you can see that the planking on this is actually much smaller. It's a much smaller scale. And this one is a little thinner. I mean, it still has the pre-sticky and all that like you get on improvement store stick-on flooring. But it is a hair thinner, so it's a little easier to use for dollhouse purposes without making your floors unlevel or having too thick of a spot somewhere. So I grabbed 2 of those for my dollhouses. And then the last thing I grabbed is this little key box. I can set it back far enough. Okay, maybe you can see that. It was the $1.75. It's actually wood, except for right here, this printed portion is a sticker, and you can see this one's already peeling off, and it's wood underneath. And I am going to turn this into like a mud locker entry type thing. I don't have any construction to do. Mostly it's just adding some seating here maybe, and a little paint, a little sprucing up. And I love that it's actually all real wood. You can see. And all that's just an easy peel sticker. And when I say it's easy peel, you guys can see how easy that's going to peel off. But I thought that would be really cute. The scale is just right. It's already got the little hooks. I could have not gotten the wood and the metal hooks and the hardware for that price. So I thought it would turn into a really cute rustic furniture piece. And I brought my little table over to share. This is the last thing that I picked up. And let me grab them. I've got them all tangled together here. I grabbed 4 of these cute little chairs. And that's certainly cheaper for the 4 of them than anything I would get at Hobby Lobby. And they're slightly a larger scale, so they work for... I'm not 100% at 1/6 scale. and I'm definitely not at 112. I am probably lingering somewhere around 1.8 typically, somewhere close to that. But now I have some little chairs for this table, and I think these were the regular dollar whatever their standard price is, because they're not marked either. But now I have a full set of chairs for my tables. These would also be cute if you have an outdoor space that you're trying to recreate. I'm sure I will probably tweak these in some way. There's a little space here. I'm not really sure. I'm going to leave them how they are for the time being, but they fit perfectly in with my little table and match with all the black and white that's in my kitchen. Just for a quick peek, that's what it looks like with it all set up. I've got my Japanese inspired meal set up at the moment. I started playing with my Miniverse ramen and sushi and all that, and I kind of took it a little extra, so that's what setup I've got going on. I think they look pretty cute, and I think the scale is pretty good for any of the Miniverse stuff, because you can see this is my little Miniverse kitchen piece, and you can see how it kind of lines up to that. So these were a fun little find. I also found another one, and by another one I mean another type of chair. So this is the other chair that they had that I ended up getting. You can see that? How cute is that? And that one is actually going in one of my doll houses, but I thought that was super cute. It's pretty on par with the scale of the other chairs, so you can kind of see. But it already has a little home waiting in my dollhouse, and I'll share some of those photos when I finally finish. But from what I understand, people that get into dollhouses never actually finish. So next time I get a chance, I'll start getting some photos of some of these things in their place and how I've used them. And that's all I really got to share. I just wanted to show some cute finds or some out-of-the-box finds that I had found at this little Daiso store and how I plan on using them. So if you have any questions or any comments, leave them down below. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.